Yeah, you will. Okay. Okay, so hear me out. If I give you $200 right now to get one of two items, on one hand is an item that costs exactly $200 you have, but on the other is a quite similar item to the first one, but costs way less at $30. And you get to use the remaining money to maybe go see Spider-Man No Way Home in IMAX or even get a new smartwatch. Which would you choose and why? Quickly let me know down in the comment section. I promise it all makes sense soon. Okay, the Apple AirPods 3. On paper, you think, why would anyone in their right senses compare this with any other AirPods on the market? But in real life, it's not as invincible as you think. And in this video, we're going to compare this with the recently released oraimo FreePods 3. And now I know we can't exactly compare these two devices overall, as but we can break this down into ups and downs to see where each of them dominate. Now, I know you won't be expecting a lot from the FreePods 3 here, but you need to consider the AirPods 3 is literally 5 times the price of the oraimo FreePods 3, and the results at the end of this video would surprise you. So I've used the oraimo FreePods 3 for about a month now, and I got my hands on the AirPods 3 about a week ago, and that's what I'll be basing my analysis in this video on. I'm going to divide this video into 5 different sections, and I'll have timestamps in the description below in case you want to skip and cross to any specific section you want to compare both devices on. Now, this was like the major reason why the AirPods 3 was kind of like a turn off for me when they first got announced, and I was really looking forward to a newer model of the AirPods Pro to pick up as an upgrade from my Samsung Galaxy Buds Plus. The AirPods 3 doesn't have any form of noise cancellation, and on top of that, it's the plastic in-ear type that I don't know if it's just me, but who else finds it extremely difficult to make them stay in your ear for like a long period of time? Comment below if that's you. And besides the fact that it occasionally falls out during heavy movement, when it even manages to stay in my ear for a while, they start to hurt. And as for the oraimo FreePods 3, the literal opposite is the case going on here. Now, the noise cancellation one here isn't exactly the active kind. They're calling it an ENC, which is basically a manual noise cancellation achieved by the type of in-ear rubber tips that make a perfect seal in your ear, and it kind of cuts out about 30-40% of the background noise. But match that with that baby playing in your ear, and you've got yourself a very good noise cancelling earphone during the day and maybe a girlfriend filter at night. The FreePods 3 win this round. Now, this is probably the most important section for the music lovers out there, and for people who do a little more than just listen to music with their earphones like I do, and we'll get to that in a bit. Before we continue, hi, welcome to the channel. I make videos around tech, filmmaking, and everything in between. So if you're into that, please consider hitting the subscribe button to join in on the community. My birthday is coming soon, and the absolute best gift will be hitting 2,000 subscribers before the end of the month. Alright, and back to the sound quality. So it's no surprise that the oraimo FreePods 3 has heavier bass quality compared to the AirPods 3 because of that rubber in-ear tips that deliver the sound directly into your ears without spilling. But where it gets even more interesting is in the areas of the additional audio features. Now, the Apple AirPods 3 delivers a perfectly balanced sound compared to the oraimo FreePods 3, which is tending towards the more bass-heavy side. And with special audio on the AirPods 3, it gives you that edge in terms of complexity. Some people would find it kind of gimmicky, but if you are the bass-heavy type of person, the oraimo FreePods 3 is definitely something you should look into. As for the build quality, on the other hand, the AirPods 3 is the better, more premium option. Now, during my long-term usage with the FreePods 3, they've fallen down a couple of times here and there, but it hasn't had any effect on the performance itself. It did develop a few scratches, everywhere, and it's not as durable as the AirPods 3, but again, nothing too crazy. The AirPods 3 wins that round, but considering the price tags on both items, you can't even get mad about it. But we'll get to that in a bit. So on paper, the oraimo FreePods 3 promises about 8 hours of battery life, which when I tested was actually not far-fetched, and it's really impressive because you still get an additional 3.5 full charges from the case, and on the AirPods 3 you get a little less than that at 6 hours of listening time from when it's fully charged, plus about 4 extra charges from the case. So if you're the type of user that doesn't really like taking off your earphones to charge that much often, you would get 2 additional hours of listening time on the Oraimo FreePods 3. When it comes to the charging speed, the Apple AirPods 3 beats the Oraimo FreePods 3 by 20 plus minutes of listening time from a 5-minute quick charge. So that's the compromise you have to make for either of them. Also, the AirPods 3 uses Bluetooth 5.0, while the FreePods 3 is packed with the latest Bluetooth 5.2. But those are just numbers. When it comes to real life situations, we all know the AirPods were made specifically for iPhones and the Apple ecosystem, and it utilizes Wi-Fi together with that Bluetooth 5.0 to get an even stronger connection on the iPhone. On Android devices, however, the FreePods 3 has the upper hand when it comes to connectivity strength with a longer connection range when listening to music. Not really a major difference, but it's something to also take note of. Now, this section is subjective to the user and which is more comfortable for you. But as for me, ever since Apple switched from the touch controls on the AirPods 1 and 2 to the stem controls on the Pros and this current AirPods 3, I haven't been much of a fan since then. In fact, it was after that switch that I got the Samsung Galaxy Buds Plus, literally just for the touch controls and the passive noise cancellation. That squeezing stem thing just doesn't work out for me, and when I realized the FreePods 3 also had the touch controls I know and I've come to love, coupled with the environmental noise cancellation, it was an easy switch for me, and I don't regret any bit of it. Another feature available on the AirPods 3 is the automatic in-ear detection feature, which automatically pauses a song or movie you're playing immediately you take out the buds from your ear, and it resumes immediately when you put it back in. Now, it would have really been a cool feature if Oraimo included something like this in the FreePods 3, but sadly we are not getting any of that this time around. Oh, forgive me for throwing away the scoreboard somewhere along the video. It should be coming up on the screen right now. Now, they are also both water and dust resistant, but the Oraimo FreePods 3 has a slightly higher resistant rating at IPX5 compared to the IPX4 rating on the AirPods 3. Now, it's not really a difference people look out for. No one is literally having their backs with these things, but it's cool, I guess. Overall, the Oraimo FreePods 3 is up there when in the market for affordable earphones that won't break the bank. And if you're an Android user, it gets even better. The device connects automatically when you take them out of the case and put in your ear, so you never miss a thing. Now, one major reason I recommend the Oraimo FreePods 3 to anyone in the market to get a good wireless earphone without exactly breaking the bank is because of the price. Considering that you can't really find an earphone that delivers this much at that price point, so it's basically a steal if you ask me. And at the time of filming this video, the AirPods 3 are currently going for about $200, which is about 120,000 naira, while the FreePods 3 is going for literally just 16,000 naira if you hurry to their website right now to the link in the description below. So yeah, my name is Agbaje. This is pronounced as it's net, and I post on my Instagram more often than I post on here, so be sure to check me out on there as well. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my very next one. Take care. And cut!